I think Smith got a bad rap. Smith was very clear, though, that all that markets do is allocate scarce resources efficiently in the short run. They were never intended to take care of grandchildren. That's our job. That's the job of a free people coming together and saying, what kind of a world do we want? It's the job of education. I'm now a professor of a discipline that didn't exist when I went to college. The word sustainability entered the world language the year I graduated college. So this is a very new field. There are now whole schools of sustainability, MBAs of sustainability. And yet time is very short. I like this Sidney Harris cartoon, these two old boys scribbling equations. And in the middle it says, then a miracle occurs. And the one old boy says to the other, I think you need to be a little more explicit here in step 2. Copenhagen Airport, December, a year ago. And they had pictures of the various national leaders. We failed. The world failed. The world's governments came together and failed. We failed again in Cancun. Europe is the bright light, California. And yet those Koch brothers I mentioned are trying to get New Hampshire to pull out of the Regional Greenhouse Gas Initiative. Government is under attack everywhere. Government's under attack here. Oh, we got to shrink government. It'd be much better if we just turned it all over to the market. Would it? Buckminster Fuller said that the best way to predict the future is to invent it. If governments aren't going to do it, I would submit over to you. It is the companies that have the talent, the management, the wealth that will solve these problems. Or, I don't like to contemplate the consequences. Now, business leaders say, that's not my job, that's the job of government. Government has failed, and we are facing catastrophe. Let's reinvent that future. We've learned to walk on the moon. Even on the moon, though, we needed a car. We have not yet learned to walk on Earth. I rather like this line from Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, where Gandalf said, the rule of no realm is mine, but all worthy things that are in peril as the world now stands, those are my care. And for my part I shall not wholly fail if anything passes through this night that can still grow fair and bear fruit and flower again in the days to come. For I too am a steward, did you not know? The rule of no realm is mine. And remember, in the story it was these two, the fun-loving, unassuming little hobbits, who took on their shoulders this great task. And they were scared, they didn't know where they were going. But in the end, all the kings and warriors and wizards had to stand by as the little people saved the world. I think real leadership is extraordinary courage by ordinary people. Thank you.